It is April 4th, 2018. My name is Bill McCamley. I'm a state representative from Las Cruces and Mesilla with an update for today and a statement regarding possible policy implications on militarizing our border. So yesterday, the president said that he wanted to bring the army to the border. Apparently, he is frustrated that the wall that he has wanted to build is not really going up very fast, and made some generic statements about bringing down the military. Today, a lot of his people in Washington have interpreted his tweets and statements to say that National Guards should be called up. Remember, National Guards are actually state, basically police forces that are called up in times of emergency for things like disasters, and can also be called up to go to war if need be. And just about an hour ago, it's about 6:18 p.m., Trump Martinez, our governor, said she would work with the president to do these things. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's not a big deal. George W. Bush and Barack Obama called up the National Guard to assist the Border Patrol with immigration services. But really, we're comparing apples and oranges here. And this is a very, very scary prospect for a number of reasons. The first is that there were actual crime problems, at least when President Obama did it, with Ciudad Juarez. There was a big drug war going on. Some of that was starting maybe to spill over. And there was a reason to increase security. As of now, we really haven't seen that. El Paso, Texas is the safest city in regards to murder rates of a city its size or larger in the country. There is actually negative immigration right now. There's more people going back to the south part of the border than is coming in. And folks that are coming here illegally, the amount of people that have been detained is at the lowest level since 1971. So there's really no reason to do this right now. Secondly, you didn't hear Barack Obama or George W. Bush talking about building this big, beautiful wall for no reason. Thirdly, Donald Trump has threatened to get rid of NAFTA and is in very hard negotiations right now. And there's basically a threat to the economic security of our region, and this just makes it worse. Fourthly, last year, there was actually a proposal by the Trump administration that was leaked and that we found out about the legislature to use the National Guard as a part of his in-state, within cities immigration roundups, not just on the border, but within communities. And that's problematic for a whole lot of reasons, and that's one of the reasons myself and some other folks introduced a bill to stop that. You actually didn't have a problem with George W. Bush and Barack Obama with DACA. In fact, Barack Obama put the Deferred Action Program in to allow kids who came here before they had any say in it to stay here, and President Trump basically got rid of the program and has said, we're not going to do a deal on it anymore. Second to last, there's no details on this plan. Apparently, from what we're hearing, Trump saw a story on Fox News about caravans of people coming up from Central America and wanted to do something about it to appease his base. When both George W. Bush and Barack Obama did it, there was a lot of details. This is why we're doing this. This is how many troops we're sending. This is the budget that's going to be allocated for these things. We've heard zero from this president or his administration regarding that. And in a press conference today, the Secretary of Homeland Security for the nation could not answer any of those questions either. Lastly, neither Obama nor Bush made the kind of racist statements and had the kind of rhetoric that our president has, all the way from when he announced his run for president, saying that Mexico just sends their rapists and murderers here, to the fact that there was an American judge that he said was not qualified to make a decision on one of his cases because of the judge's last name, which happened to be Hispanic, to the fact that he called members of the KKK and neo-Nazis nice people. So I have a personal story on this. I've actually met a lot of the people from Central America that are coming up, from Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. I volunteered at a refugee shelter in late December, early January. My mother actually stayed on and is doing this every single week. These folks that are coming here are fleeing drug wars in Central America. They don't want to be shot. They're just looking for a safe place to try to live, and they're trying to come here to be with members of their family. They're not coming here to do any harm. They're not coming here to commit any crimes. And in fact, data shows that immigrants as a whole in the United States actually commit less crime to a significant level than people that are already living here. So trying to make a big stink about how these folks are dangerous is incorrect, both from a data point and from my personal experience. I, as a state representative, will oppose this. I am calling on our governor to not participate in these programs because of the slippery slope arguments. Usually I'm not a big fan of those, but with this president, it's obviously what he wants to start doing. And I would actually call on all the governor's candidates who are running here in New Mexico, we have an election this year, to address this issue and let us know exactly how they feel and how they will act as governor if they are elected with these types of things. I know I am running for state auditor, and I've already been fairly on the record saying if I'm elected, one of the things that I'm going to do is if cities and schools and counties decide to agree with Trump and start rounding up people, I'm going to audit their books and start saying, how much does this cost the New Mexico taxpayer, and what are we actually getting out of it? The people that are here are almost all living safely. They're participating in communities, they're volunteering, they're working, and we should be trying to let them come out of the shadows, and we should be having an immigration policy at the federal level that works rather than just one based on complete fear, which this is. Thank you for watching this, and as always, if you have questions, comments, or concerns on these or any of the issues, I would love to answer them for you. Bye.